Welcome back to the shores of beautiful Brackendale. I'm your Sea Sky host, Nicole Fitzgerald, and you're watching The Express. Every bride wants to feel like a princess on their wedding day, and the Empress Fairmont is only too happy to comply. Today, the wedding bells get the royal treatment.
Hi, I'm Aubrey.
And I'm Sarah.
And we are the Wedding Bells.
I just got engaged.
And I did not. We're on an adventure to plan the big day. Even if you aren't marrying a crown prince, you can have a very regal wedding right here in BC at the Fairmont Empress Hotel.
Our very own Queen Elizabeth has been here.
2 grown women playing princess dress-up. Here's what we learned and what every princess bride should know.
Number 1, they have a grand staircase.
So you can come and use our Willowstream Spa, stay in a beautiful suite,
Wave at your adoring fans.
I'll work on that entrance.
Number 2, they have a ballroom.
Okay, girls, let's go this way.
Number 3, every royal wedding has tea.
Aubrey, this is our grand tea lobby.
Oh, it's so pretty. Your guests could have tea while you're having your photos taken, and I love tea.
Excellent point, Sarah. A bride is a host and must entertain her guests on the big day.
Angela told us that number 4, afternoon tea was started by the Duchess of Bedford.
Somehow, I think our tea was different.
You're gonna pour the milk for me? Bring it on.
Princess Sarah, I think you should lose the term, bring it on.
We also learned
So the reason that they put the milk in the teacup first is because it used to protect the glaze on the china.
Every single time I take a sip, crown, crown.
Number 5, the Empress Hotel, our tea kingpins.
We serve 100,000 people a year and an estimated 500,000 cups of tea.
500,000 cups of tea. More tea than any hotel in London, England.
Including our famous Hotel the Savoy.
And number 6, originally the tea was served with brandy. The Empress serves champagne.
It's a pretty exciting part of afternoon tea.
Number 7, they have a romantic library where we furthered our royal education with Stephen Chapman.
Today we're going to talk about myrtle, not my aunt. Number 8, myrtle is a must in a royal bouquet.
I brought this over from England. It's Osborne myrtle, and this is where Queen Victoria started the tradition of putting myrtle in all the royal bridal bouquet.
Even some of Kate's royal bouquet was from this plant. Where did he get it?
You can actually purchase it at the castle.
Okay.
There you go.
Number 9, another Victorian tradition is the Tussie Mussy.
Great bridesmaids' gifts, and historically, women carried them all the time.
It didn't smell that sweet out in the streets.
Oh, you stink, so they're smelling. Hello,
Absolutely.
how are you? Okay, I get
So
that.
then
She's
take
like,
it
oh,
up-
here he comes again.
This is an original. This is about a Victorian 1880 piece.
Huffy Muffies.
Pardon?
No, what are they called again?
Tussie Mussies.
Tussy Mussies. I was close. Tussy Mussies.
Huffy Mussy, Tussy Mussy.
And all flowers mean something.
My husband gave me carnations. What does that mean?
Not much.
Number 10, the Empress also has the Bengal Lounge. It's Indian inspired because Queen Victoria was also the Empress of India.
This is a martini. Get it?
Truly, you can call it anything you like, but we do call it the Empress 1908 in the Bengal Lounge.
Created to commemorate the centennial of this majestic hotel. Last but not least, number 11. The Empress is the perfect location for a royal-inspired wedding.
It's the perfect backdrop for a wedding full of tradition infused with a modern twist.
An event fit for a king, and of course, his queen.
For Shaw TV, we're the Wedding Bells.
What a magical place for anyone to say I do. Today is all about doing something new, whether it's listening to live music, going to a new place, or maybe even experiencing a new culture. And a great place to do it all is at the ExplorASIAN Festival.
Vancouver's ExplorASIAN Festival kicks off this year with 2 days entitled The Magical Encounter, where artistic groups such as these will be featured.
ExplorASIAN is a festival that celebrates the arts and heritage of Asian cultures, with specifically Pan-Asian cultures that would be inclusive of all the cultures that are considered to be part of the Asian continent.
The members of Ziryab fuse Persian and Spanish art forms.
So what we're doing taking Spanish roots and Spanish music, sort of the influence of flamenco, and we're adding Persian instrument and tunes to it.
I think to blend, when you have the opportunity to take an art form like flamenco, just to incorporate with another art form or with another culture, it gives a different meaning to it, and it's so great to be able to express that.
Another featured performance during the magical encounter is the Tetsu Taiko drumming group. These two sisters are part of that group, which is proud to perform this traditional Japanese art form.
We're pretty excited, actually. We participated last year as well. Did interviews, drumming stuff, and it was really fun. It's really loud, and the drums are usually pretty big. There's a lot of choreography that goes on with it, and the beats and the rhythm.
Piruz is thrilled about this year's ExplorASIAN lineup and urges viewers to check out the festival, now in its 16th year.
They're very talented, and we just provide the platform to allow them to come together under one roof, and that's why it's called the magical encounter, because it provides an encounter between the various cultures that we represent.
In Vancouver, I'm Kendall Harris for The Express.
So again, the ExplorASIAN Festival takes place May 4th to 25th in Vancouver. The website to visit, ExplorASIAN.org. We've been visiting all kinds of festivals today. The ExplorASIAN Festival, the Brackendale Bluegrass Festival, and now it's time for Whistler's biggest party.
He also won the Best Sound Award this year.
After the break, 72 hours and 2 friends. It all adds up to one big cash win.
Nicole Fitzgerald's clothing provided by Peak Performance. Ski gear provided by Nordica. Hairstyling by The Loft Salon. Makeup by Beauty Mark. Parking provided by the Fire Rock Lounge.
Welcome back to the Express on Shaw TV. I'm your Sea to Sky host, Nicole Fitzgerald. You see my smiling mug every week, but I bet you haven't met the other half of the Express Sea to Sky. He's usually behind the camera, like he is now, or tucked away in an editing suite. But finally, he got to step out into that spotlight he so readily deserved. Meet videographer Ian Dunsmore, the winner of the 72-hour Filmmaker Showdown.
俺はゼロ。今日俺は飛ぶ。
This is just something that we do together every year. We love doing the 72-hour Filmmakers Showdown, and our goal is always just to be in the top 10. So if you want to just follow him while he goes over that way.
But this year, these two filmmaking buddies' ambition flew farther than that, landing them the top prize at the Olympus 72-hour Filmmakers Showdown at the World Ski and Snowboard Festival. Their short film entitled Zero snagged them more than $20,000 in cash and prizes.
When they announced us the winner, being right there with my best friend, this was our greatest accomplishment. Absolute highlight of my life.
He also won the Best Sound Award this year, which was largely in part because of the amazing cello score by Ariel Barnes, who's actually a cellist for the Vancouver Opera Orchestra.
More than 35 teams were challenged to script, shoot, and edit a 5-minute short film that incorporated a surprise prop. This year, a toy plane. And all of this needed to be done in 72 hours. Only Zero was produced in 48. A film about a toy plane may seem like child's play until the team realized the prop didn't come with a parachute.
The most challenging part of the experience was after we lost the plane the first day.
So the next day, we went to find the exact toy plane. Luckily, the toy store here in Whistler had them, but when we pulled it out of the package, the same make, the Mitsubishi Zero, it was actually a completely different design, like different coloring, everything. So everything we shot on Friday was unusable. We had to start again.
Creative thinking definitely came into play in this kind of competition. And to top it off, Mark and Ian took up the challenge to shoot the film on a camera provided by Olympus, a totally unfamiliar setup.
We had a few different camera rigs that we thought of because of the size of this small Olympus camera. We built a raft out of styrofoam to get the point of view shot of a plane floating down the river. Another rig that we really had a lot of fun with was attaching the plane to a fishing rod. That's how we got a lot of the controlled flying shots.
Fun soared to fabulous as critics praised the film for bringing back cinematic class to a guerrilla filmmaking event.
As a filmmaker, having your short film displayed in front of 1,700 people is just a phenomenal experience. Seeing it on the big screen, hearing the audio rumble, hearing the reaction of the crowd is just an incredible feeling. It's what filmmaking is all about, and it's why we do it.
Again, congratulations to Ian and Mark. If you haven't seen the film, just go to youtube.com/GetOlympus. Well, it's that time of the show again to head out on a road trip. This week's adventure takes us to Ladysmith, where history is around every street corner.
Travel along with us as we explore the many marvelous attractions and activities of beautiful British Columbia on the Quality Assured Collision Road Trip.
Coal. This black, combustible, sedimentary rock is one of the main reasons many communities on central and northern Vancouver Island were carved out of the hillsides. Today's road trip will take us 30 minutes south of Nanaimo down the Old Island Highway to the town of Ladysmith. Nestled at the base of a hillside and fronted by a protected harbor, the town of Ladysmith sprang out of the dust during the coal mining boom of the late 1800s. A visit to the archives is the first stop on our trip down memory lane. The Historical Society has amassed over a century of newspapers, photographs, and even hotel registries, giving us a glimpse of how this seaside village earned its heritage as an instant town of the past.
Well, Ladysmith became an instant town because James Dunsmuir, he rediscovered coal between Ladysmith and Nanaimo. And when he went to ship his coal to his loading facilities in Nanaimo, he couldn't cross other people's territory. So he decided to build a loading port here in Ladysmith with the deep water. And once he had this port, he thought, well, this is a better place for the people to live. So he had his engineers lay out the perfect town, a mile by a mile and a half, with 80-foot wide boulevards. He had land for churches, lands for graveyards, lands for schools. So it was completely thought out well in advance.
Many of the original buildings still stand along First Avenue.
So what they did is they took the front of the building off, flattened the roof, and put a brick on. So that hotel is a wooden hotel with just a brick front.
The 1986 Heritage Revitalization of the downtown received a National Main Street Canada Award, recognizing it as one of the 4 best revitalization projects in Canada.
That was the Ladysmith Hotel, and it was brought here in 1901. The unique thing about this building is this building was actually dragged across the street from over here. And then they built this big, beautiful hotel. This was to be one of the premier hotels in the island with cut Belgian crystal, the beer mugs, fine restaurant, oak stairwells, the whole works.
Even how the town and its streets were named is rooted in history. Dunsmuir picked the name to honor the British victory in a battle during the Second Boer War in Ladysmith, South Africa.
And he sat down with his engineers, and to honor the generals who participated in the war, he named the streets going up on the hill after them.
There literally is a piece of history on every corner.
Tractor logging. And these were small caterpillars that were used, and they had harnesses on the back that they would attach the logs to.
Heritage artifacts preserved and presented as tangible evidence of how industry shaped this town make up the Ladysmith heritage route.
This is one of the copper cars, and they actually found at the site of the old copper these rocks. They're actually from the mines up at Mount Sicker. When the coal mining industry petered out in the late 20s, early 30s, the town was dying, and this windstorm knocked down all these trees, and we became a logging community. And this is called a tail block, or tail pulley, for the logging. They would put this up in the spar tree, and they run the steel cables through this.
I've spent the better part of a day exploring Ladysmith, but I still haven't discovered all there is to learn about this inviting community. I think I'll save that for another day. Right now I'm going to park myself on this bench and rest my tired feet. For Quality Assured Collision Road Trip, I'm Annette Lucas.
Entertaining and informative, the Quality Assured Collision Road Trip. Weekends on Shaw TV. Always something new and exciting.
Don't forget to put Brackendale on your road trip calendar. The Brackendale Bluegrass Festival takes place May 4th to 5th here at the Brackendale Art Gallery. The Express Spotlight has some other ideas on how to fill up that social calendar of yours. It's Fat Tire time here in the Sea to Sky.
A new weekly mountain bike race comes to Squamish. Get ready and train for the Test of Metal, BC Bike Race, and Grand Fondo every Sunday for the next 10 weeks. Register at CorsaCycles.com. Whistler Mountain Bike Park crew are hard at work clearing away snow for Single Track. The bike park opens May 18th. Don't miss out on the opening of Whistler Blackcomb's first alpine single track trail. It will have you pedaling on top of the world. Exercise your brain. You're never too old to hit the books. Quest University offers 1-week summer classes for adults, ranging from mathematical moments to French twist.
Of course, there's always live events going on here at the Brackendale Art Gallery. The festival, Sunday is acoustic night, and they even have Bill Henderson coming to town on May 19th. And that wraps up this week's show. From all of us on The Express, thanks for watching, and we'll leave you with some music from the Brackendale Bluegrass Festival.